The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Each person is a living symbol of the universe. The psyche is not a mere collection of memories, but a dynamic, living entity. In every human being, there is a deep instinct that urges us to seek our own individuality. To be normal is the ultimate aim of the unsuccessful. The unconscious is the source of creativity. A man's worth is determined by what he gives, not by what he has. True wisdom is the understanding that you know nothing. We must find the courage to face our own darkness. The mind is like a parachute. It doesn't work unless it's open. Love and respect are the foundation of any relationship. Symbols can be powerful catalysts for personal growth. The self is not a static entity but a process of becoming. We must confront our fears to grow. The past is not dead, it is alive in us. The hero's journey is a metaphor for personal transformation. Our dreams reflect our deepest desires and fears. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. The wound is the place where the light enters you. To know oneself is to accept oneself. Integration of the self is the goal of psychological development. We carry our ancestors in our DNA. The unconscious mind is a treasure trove of insights. We are the storytellers of our own lives. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be lived. We cannot escape the shadows, but we can learn to dance with them. Embrace the chaos, it leads to creativity. Your outer world reflects your inner world. The soul always knows what to do to heal itself. The process of individuation requires courage and perseverance. We are all on a quest for wholeness. The meaning of life is not found, it is created. You are the artist of your own life. To live is to be a constant work in progress. In our search for meaning, we find our true selves. The fear of the unknown can be a powerful motivator. To be fully alive is to embrace uncertainty. The journey inward is the most rewarding journey of all. Life is a mirror, what you see in it reflects back to you. Our past experiences shape our present realities. Creativity is the essence of life. We all have a story to tell, honor yours. The more we know about ourselves, the more we can understand others. Fear is a reaction, courage is a decision. In every crisis lies the potential for transformation. The unconscious is always communicating with us through symbols. Each of us has a role to play in the larger story of life. The journey to self-discovery is a sacred path. To understand another person, we must first understand ourselves. Each generation has the responsibility to create its own meaning. The search for authenticity is a lifelong pursuit. There is wisdom in listening to our inner voice. We are all interconnected, what affects one affects all. In chaos, there is also opportunity for growth. Dreams help us navigate our waking lives. We are shaped by our relationships. The inner journey is often the most difficult but also the most rewarding. The mind is a powerful tool, use it wisely. A true understanding of life requires both light and shadow. Our experiences are the building blocks of our character. Self-awareness is the first step toward personal growth. The process of healing often requires us to confront our pain. The truth of our being is found in our relationships. Transformation begins with a single step. Life is a series of cycles. Embrace each one with grace. The unconscious has a language of its own. Learn to listen. To know oneself is to know the world. We must be willing to let go of who we are to become who we might be. The heart knows what the mind cannot comprehend. Every experience is an opportunity for learning. Integration of opposites leads to personal harmony. The journey of self-discovery is a sacred one. In vulnerability lies strength. The stories we tell ourselves shape our reality. The psyche thrives on balance and integration. The future is not predetermined, it is created through our choices. We are all in a state of becoming. To embrace the unknown is to embrace life itself. The unconscious is a source of both wisdom and creativity. Our dreams reveal our hidden truths. The process of self-discovery is a lifelong journey. True happiness comes from within. In the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me there lay an invincible summer. The act of creation is a reflection of our inner self. In every ending, there is a new beginning. The hero's journey is the path to self-realization. We must cultivate a sense of curiosity about ourselves. The journey to wholeness is the ultimate quest. In every shadow lies the potential for light. The search for meaning is the essence of our humanity. True understanding comes from experiencing life fully. The wounds we carry can be sources of strength. Life is a canvas, paint it with your experiences. The power of the psyche lies in its complexity. We are all works in progress, always evolving. Our shadows can guide us toward growth. To heal is to embrace our wholeness. The essence of life is in the journey, not the destination. In the depths of our being lies the potential for greatness. We are all interconnected, let us honor our shared humanity. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside, dreams, who looks inside, awakens. I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. The greatest tragedy of the family is the unlived lives of the parents. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. Your perception creates your reality. The unconscious is not a repository of bad ideas but a treasure house of creativity. There can be no transforming of darkness into light and of apathy into movement without emotion. What you resist not only persists but grows. In each of us, there is a little child, a young adult, a parent, and an old man or woman. The man who looks outside dreams, the man who looks inside awakens. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. The psyche seeks balance, and we often find it through the confrontation of our opposites. We are not what we consciously think we are. Dreams are the royal road to the unconscious. A person is whole only when they can embrace both their light and dark sides. The healthy man does not torture others. Generally, it is the tortured who turn into torturers. What you are not aware of will be reflected in your life. To confront a person with his own shadow is to show him his own light. The acceptance of oneself is the essence of the whole moral problem. The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. We can't take our problems too seriously, they are our creations. Life does not make sense, and so we must create meaning. The shadow is the part of ourselves we don't want to acknowledge. Symbols are the language of the unconscious. There is no birth of consciousness without pain. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. Without the shadow, we cannot understand the light. Our thoughts and feelings create our reality. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. The body is the unconscious, and we need to listen to it. Individuation is the process of becoming the person you are inherently meant to be. In every adult there lurks a child, an eternal child. Synchronicity is an ever-present reality for those who have eyes to see it. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. Life is a balance of holding on and letting go. The art of living is a continuous search for the right answer. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Your personality is not fixed, it is a dynamic system. Every human being is a work in progress. The greatest danger in times of turbulence is not the turbulence, it is to act with yesterday's logic. We are not only responsible for what we do, but also for what we do not do. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Men cannot stand a meaningless life. The essence of the creative act is to create something that did not exist before. Sometimes, you have to take a leap of faith. The unconscious does not know time, it knows only the present. Our ego is not the entire psyche, it is merely the tip of the iceberg. The road to self-discovery is an inward journey. We must live our lives as if we are on the brink of a great adventure. There are no mistakes, only lessons. The more we know ourselves, the more we can influence the world around us. Anxiety is the price we pay for a capacity to make decisions. When an inner situation is not made conscious, it appears outside as fate. The psyche is not something we have, it is what we are. Be kind to yourself, you are doing the best you can. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego, the second half is going inward and letting go of it. Dreams are the psyche's way of communicating with us. Every man carries a shadow, and the less it is embodied in the individual's conscious life, the blacker and denser it is. Our lives are determined not so much by what happens to us, but by how we respond to what happens. We carry our past with us, it is part of our identity. Emotions are not a luxury, they are the foundation of our humanity. Your dreams are the key to understanding your true self. The goal of life is to be fully conscious and aware. Meaning is found in the integration of all parts of the self. The purpose of life is to experience and to grow. The search for meaning is the primary motivation in human life. To find yourself, you must lose yourself in the service of others. Authenticity is the key to a fulfilling life. The only way out is through. Integration of the shadow leads to personal wholeness. The psyche is a complex, living organism. Awakening is not a destination, it is a lifelong journey. The search for meaning is the essence of our humanity. Transformation begins with awareness. The power of the unconscious is immeasurable. Your feelings are a guide to your true self. The hero's journey is a metaphor for self-discovery. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. To embrace the unknown is to embrace life itself. In every ending, there is a new beginning. Self-acceptance is the first step towards growth. Your path is unique, honor it. Consciousness is the beginning of all change. There is beauty in imperfection. True wisdom is knowing how little we actually know. To heal is to return to wholeness. We are all connected in the web of life. A dream that is not interpreted is like a letter that is not read. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Let your heart guide you, for it knows the way. Life is a series of cycles, embrace each one. Suffering can lead to profound growth. The soul is not a thing, it is a process. In order to be whole, one must embrace their contradictions. Every experience, good or bad, is an opportunity for growth. The greatest danger in times of turbulence is not the turbulence, it is to act with yesterday's logic. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. We cannot change anything unless we accept it. The human psyche is an inexhaustible source of creativity. It all depends on how we look at things, and not how they are in themselves. Every experience, good or bad, is a lesson. The psyche is a living organism that needs to grow and evolve. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Emotions are the guiding lights of the soul. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes but in having new eyes. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. The world will ask you who you are, and if you don't know, the world will tell you. Your life will be a great success if you live in harmony with your inner self. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. Awareness is the greatest agent for change. The meaning of life is to find your gift, the purpose of life is to give it away. To be whole is to embrace all parts of yourself. The only way to heal is to confront the wound. The unconscious is not a chaotic entity, it is a source of wisdom. In the depths of your soul lies your true self. The collective unconscious is a treasure trove of shared human experiences. You are not a drop in the ocean, you are the entire ocean in a drop. Dreams are the royal road to the unconscious. Our life is what our thoughts make it. In every crisis, there lies a chance for growth. The mind is a complex tapestry woven from experiences. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Every individual has the right to their own truth. To know oneself is to accept oneself. In the depths of despair, we often find our greatest strength. Life is a series of choices, choose wisely. True creativity comes from a place of authenticity. There is a thin line between sanity and insanity. The path to self-discovery is fraught with challenges, but the rewards are immense. To understand others, we must first understand ourselves. The dark night of the soul is often the precursor to enlightenment. Your unconscious mind is always at work. Pay attention to its messages. The more we embrace our shadow, the more we embrace our light. What you seek is seeking you. Embrace the chaos, it leads to growth. True wisdom is knowing when to let go. In every moment lies the potential for transformation. The search for meaning is a universal human quest. The ego must serve the self, not the other way around. Life is a continuous journey of self-discovery. The power of the psyche is immense, harness it wisely. Our feelings are valid, honor them. Transformation requires letting go of the old to make space for the new. In the depths of the self, we find our true purpose. We are all interconnected, our actions impact others. In the tapestry of life, every thread is important. Your story is worth telling, share it. The mind is a powerful ally, use it to your advantage. True freedom comes from self-acceptance. The search for identity is a journey worth taking. Our inner struggles often reflect our outer realities. In darkness, we find our light. Every ending is a new beginning in disguise. The path to wholeness requires both light and shadow. The universe reflects our inner state. Cultivate positivity. There is magic in the process of becoming. Awakening is a continuous process. Our experiences shape our understanding of the world. You are not alone in your struggles, we all share the human experience. Healing begins with self-compassion. To live authentically is to live in alignment with your true self. We must embrace our fears to move forward. In every challenge lies the seed of opportunity. Your inner child holds the key to your creativity. Every relationship is a mirror reflecting our inner world. We must be willing to dive deep into our psyche to find the truth. The journey inward is the most important journey of all. The universe conspires to support those who seek their truth. The stories we tell ourselves shape our realities. Self-discovery is a lifelong adventure. Every person we meet has something to teach us. To know the self is to embrace the collective. In vulnerability lies true strength. The soul knows what it needs to heal. Awareness is the first step toward transformation. Your path is unique, trust in your journey. The inner dialogue shapes our external reality. The more we understand ourselves, the more we can understand others. Our shadows are not to be feared, they are to be embraced. In each moment lies the potential for awakening. The unconscious is always at work, pay attention to its messages. Our true self is waiting to be discovered. To heal is to integrate all parts of ourselves. Life is a dance, learn to move with its rhythm. In the journey of life, there are no wrong turns. You have the power to create your own reality. Every experience is a step on the path to understanding. True growth comes from facing our fears. Our thoughts shape our actions, choose them wisely. The heart knows the way, trust its guidance. To be fully alive is to embrace uncertainty. Transformation is a natural part of life. Your life is your art, create it with intention.